Have you ever wondered what Angel's Envy would taste like, non-finished, bottle and bond, and cask strength all at the same time? Let's review it and talk about it.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
Well, today we are going to review Angel's. I looked down at the bottle and got distracted. Today we're going to review Angel's Envy, bottle and bond, cask strength.
That's not finished.
Unfinished.
Yeah. So, I don't even know.
Raise your hand out there. Did you know that they could do that?
No. But we have been curious if they would forever. Let me do it?
Sure.
So
I don't have nails.
Man, is your hands all sweaty?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Greasy?
Nope. I did have some fried chicken before I came.
Oh, that would probably be it then.
All right, I think I can get it from there.
It's been a struggle. We've only had one drink today.
That's it.
That's the bad part. So, really quick, talking about this bottle. This is, I don't even know. I think it goes bottle and bond, cask strength. Angel's Envy, bottle and bond, cask strength. I don't even think it says anywhere about it being unfinished.
It doesn't. It just says
well, it
bottle
says
and
on the
bond,
side label.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, cask strength.
So that's what we'll call it. But this is a gift shop only release. These are $3.75s. This is $54.99. The mash bill is 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley, 100 proof. And if you're asking yourself, how can it be cask strength and 100 proof at the same time? I actually had to look it up. Basically what they did was they did a very low entry proof, and then they were hoping to be like just a smidge above 100-ish.
Yeah. And
they thought that that would kind of lower it down. Well, it actually apparently went lower. So they did the blend, they added a couple higher proof ones, and they were able to blend it to like 100 proof.
Yeah.
So that's how they were able to get there.
Well, perfect.
But it was all within the same distilling cycle or season, however they call that for the bottle and bond and stuff like that. So it's all legit. They just, it just seems really weird that you're calling something cask strength that's bottle and bond.
Yeah.
Anyways, also this is almost 6 years old. So my guess is that it was 5 years old originally with the bottle and bond stuff. And then whatever barrels they had to add was maybe a little bit older than that.
Yeah.
It was probably almost close to 6.
Yeah.
And that's why.
All right, do us a favor, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notifications before we jump into this. And also, shout out to Angel's Envy. You actually took a 375 and you took a page out of the book of all the other places that do 375s, and you didn't go crazy and charge an arm and a leg for this. So
yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Even though you could argue that if it was $7.50, it would be $110.
Yeah, but that's what all of them would be. That what Angel's Envies would be if it was a, I mean, what?
But you were giving them credit for just taking half off for half amount of juice.
No, I'm giving them credit. I'm giving them credit for
not charging the $7.50.
Staying status with the other distilleries that do 375s at that same similar price. Because they have a tendency to boop.
Fair enough. Also, for everybody who's wondering about this bottle, I would highly recommend coming to Kentucky, doing the whole bourbon trail. If you want to go to Angel's Envy, try this. I was told they have 12,000 bottles of this.
Almost as many as the Four Roses LE.
Four Roses LE has 15.
I know. I'm saying it's close.
I think maybe even a smidge more. But whenever I was down there, because I was getting one for Sean.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I get more than one of these? Are these technically allocated? She's like, honey, you can buy up to 12 if you wanted to. I was like, I don't need 12. I just need one more. Yeah. So.
Right away, it's just kind of sweet.
I was actually going to say it's very sweet fruit forward on the nose.
Just
very desserty.
Yeah.
But not in like a finished kind of way, but like a sugar cookie with like some fruit on it. Maybe a smidge of icing, just holding that fruit down.
Yeah. I mean, it's welcoming on the nose for sure.
Yeah, it's honestly like, I don't say not offensive, but it's like, I feel like if you were like a first time bourbon drinker, like this is the kind of stuff you'd want.
This is the door that you would knock on and you go, and they would go, come on in. We got plenty of room for it. We have 12,000 rooms. Come on in.
Yeah, there's half size. A little bit of like fresh bubble gum.
Yeah, a little bit of caramel, a little vanilla, a little sugar. Like all of those things are just, all in all, just makes for a very sweet presentation.
Very true.
Ooh, that's interesting.
In a good way?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. My first initial thought is, give me all the hallmarks of artificial candy flavor for Halloween, and like that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Very candy forward. Very much.
But then right behind that candy is this oakiness that's completely there.
There's a smidge of oak. I agree with that. In that finish, though, kind of kicks in on that.
Yeah.
And it definitely has like a finish on it that you would say is probably like around 115, 120 proof.
Yeah, I could see that.
I bet this would be all tricky as whatnot, trying to figure this out in a blind.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because they haven't ever just released something that wasn't finished, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really there's so much like artificial candy notes, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but like there's a little bit of like a Laffy Taffy note in there. Like I said, the bubblegum still sticks around.
Yeah. I mean, the sweet, all that is still prevalent through. It's just that oakiness on the back end of the palate that kind of cuts the sweetness at that point and just kind of blends together in a really good way.
There's like a lemon pudding note on there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little like fresh orange in there too, diced up in that. I do agree with you about the oak though. There is some obvious oak influence on that.
And it all hits right at the end of the palate.
It does.
And kind of stays there.
You know what I like about it? I always say this about a bourbon. You want it to tell a really good story.
Yeah, sure.
And I like how the nose and the palate really go hand in hand. And then you hit that, like you hit like what's it called at the end of the movie?
The climax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there on the finish.
Yeah. I really didn't even want to say that word. It feels like I shouldn't.
That's why he's a child.
I also think, oddly enough, it has a pretty long finish.
It does.
Yeah.
I think this is good.
Yeah, I actually do too. I may swing by and pick one of these up.
I really enjoy this. And it's a $3.75. That's 50-something bucks. I know people are going to be upset about that. Fine.
Then be upset at Old Forester, be upset at Woodford, be upset at all of them.
Jack Daniels,
all of them.
Look, I get all of that, but this is really good. Yeah. And to give a lot of credit to Angel's Envy, this is out. I would assume that this is very much out of their comfort zone for them.
Yeah.
Distilling something and then not finishing it.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I think it's excellent for what it is.
Yeah.
I really
agree
enjoy
with
that.
I don't know anything else to add to that other than I'm going to go pick one up. Maybe two, just because I can get up to 12.
You can actually buy up to 12.
Yeah. So 10,000 people can buy 12 bottles. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't math good.
Oh, shoot, Dave.
10 people can buy 12,000 bottles.
Just stop.
20 people can buy 4 bottles. You all do the math.
All right. Anyways, this is why he's a minister and not a
Yeah, I stopped taking math as a junior in high school, so that just tells you how long it's been.
shows.
Yeah.
Anyways, again, I'd highly recommend it. I think
Yeah.
it's actually also cool for distilleries. I understand people get upset whenever they're like, well, if it's distillery only and I don't live in Kentucky, how am I ever getting an opportunity to try it? I understand that. And I respect some of the frustration with it. At the same time, I think it's cool whenever you have distilleries that aren't maybe part of that big six, quote unquote.
Yeah.
To have something unique that will be down there that people can get on their own.
Yeah.
And that's not an arm and a leg.
Yeah. I agree
Like
with
you can
that.
go, like for example, you can go to Sitzeweller and get a Blade Bow 22 year because they sell one of those a day for about $800 to $900. And it's delicious.
It is.
I mean, it's awesome. With that being said, nobody wants to spend that kind of money.
No.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm surprised how much I enjoyed
I'm
that.
actually very surprised as well.
Yeah. Good job,
and it's not
Angels, I
very, yeah, it doesn't happen very often when we're completely surprised by
Yeah.
something.
Shout out to my boy Zemo who works over there.
yeah.
Y'all did great on this.
Yeah, this one's great. All right, well, till next time,
We'll see you.
we'll see you.